Hey guys, you are watching Jett Plays, and today on the docket, this is Killer Instinct for the Xbox One. Yes, I have one of these now. Just before we get into this a little more, I play as Jago throughout this video. I believe I am the blue Jago in this video I just got uppercutted. Okay, so yes, I have an Xbox One now. It was a gift from Steph, best girlfriend in the world. So thank you so much for that. Over the last few weeks, not even weeks, last few days, I've been playing a fair share of the Xbox One every chance I get, trying to play some Titanfall, playing Killer Instinct as well. And I thought I'd make a video of some Killer Instinct matches. I really like this game. I guess before we get into that, let's talk about some history of Killer Instinct. Originally a Nintendo joint made by Rare. It was, I guess in hindsight, maybe not the best fighting game, maybe even a little overrated. I was a big fan of Killer Instinct back in the day, and I thought KI2 was even better. But I guess in hindsight, it probably does not hold up as well as, say, Street Fighter 2 or Super Street Fighter 2, which is still a tournament game, and Killer Instincts kind of disappeared into obscurity. So when Microsoft announced that Killer Instinct was coming back, I didn't know how to feel. At first, I was just kind of a weird choice on their part. I know this name has cachet, but the source material wasn't that great and probably doesn't hold up. So, and then on top of that, it wasn't Rare developing it. It was a different studio. Their name, Double Helix, who have just been recently bought out by Amazon. And up until this point, their track record for games was not very good. So I was very cautious about my expectations for this thing. I wasn't going to just flat out say that it was going to suck, but I wanted to see for myself first before passing judgment. And I actually got to do that before the release of the Xbox One at Fan Expo last year. The very first game I played on that platform was Killer Instinct, and immediately fell in love with it. It was tuned. One of the things I like, it's very Street Fighter 4-esque. So a lot of the general framework, combos, at least the concept of combos, tick throws, spacing, all that type of stuff has a very Street Fighter 4 feel, with the Killer Instinct combo stuff on top of that. So I didn't really get that much of a chance to experiment with it at Fan Expo, but then playing it now, where I've got some more time to think about how everything works, it actually does play a lot like old Killer Instinct while making it work for modern times. So, kind of like old Killer Instinct, the combo system, everything starts with an opener. So it's usually a special move or a jump attack, which starts your combo. And then from there, you have auto doubles, which are, you can press one attack and it does a series of moves, followed by linkers, which just connect your combo together, followed by another auto double, and then you can finish it with an ender. General idea. And then the other opponent can, side note, look at that sweet ultra combo, and finish with the uppercut. Oh, that guy was talking mess at the end. I think I talked over the part where he was asking his buddies for weed. So, sorry I talked over that, guys. What was I going to say? It was Street Fighter 4 with the KI stuff modernized, at least from my first impression, and playing it some more. I really dig it. There's just a nice balance there, and it's a nice variant on Street Fighter 4. Maybe I can't speak for the whole package yet. I've only played mostly online, a little bit of single player. The dojo was kind of cool. It teaches you basic concepts of the game, and then some more advanced stuff like building combos, tick throws, all that type of stuff. So that's really appreciated. And as for the Xbox itself, it's kind of ironic. I don't know if it's ironic's the right word, but it was about this time, E3 time last year, where I had some grave concerns about this next generation Xbox system because I love Microsoft and the Xbox 360 was my favorite system last gen. But then all this crazy stuff started coming out about the new Xbox system with the DRM, crazy DRM, and everything has to install. You have to be connected online all the time for this thing to work. The Kinect has to be plugged in all the time. The system was going to cost $500. Like, and then they backtracked on all sorts of things, and just the calamity of errors from a PR perspective and possibly how they built this thing did not sit very well with me, especially when Sony was on the other side just saying all of the right things. And so that E3 press conference, right after Sony said $399.99, I went to Amazon, just pre-ordered that right away, did not look back. So, and I still think the PS4, great system. I really look forward to its future. I know it's going to be long, and there's going to be a lot of great stuff to play on there eventually, but ever since launch of the system, I haven't really had much to play. Like, I picked up Call of Duty, NBA 2K, Battlefield, but I could have played those on an Xbox One. There was nothing that was specific to the PS4 that I just had to own that justified the purchase of this system. But then, on the other side, like, there was this Xbox that had all these problems and all these PR fumbles, but man, it had Killer Instinct. That was the game I wanted to play, and the more I saw of it, the better it looked. And I'm sorry, I'm getting frustrated watching myself play right now. This is me against a Jago player that, not Jago, a Saberwolf player that clearly knows what they're doing, and I don't know. There's a lot of Saberwolf players online. I blame Justin Wong, the winner of the first Killer Instinct tournament, just kind of showed the blueprint for how to play Saberwolf, and he's really tough. I mean, he just gets that running start, and then you have to guess high-low, and if you don't, then it's tough. You're just going to eat a lot of hits. Like, this guy I started to read because he kept using the same buttons every time for the combo breakers. I love the knockout mechanic, this idea, because in old Killer Instinct, you could just kind of mash all the buttons and hope for the best. But here, there's a little bit of risk-reward, where you have a decent timing window. You can see what button that your opponent used if you know enough about the cast and can see, like, oh, Jago did a crouching medium kick in this particular string, therefore I need to hit these buttons as the combo breaker. I'm going to combo break this. So if you're rewarded for learning all that stuff, or you can just take the guess 1 and 3. But if you guess wrong, then you get locked out, and your opponent is free to just go nuts. Yeah, so this guy clearly knows his stuff. Me with the combos, I'm a little shaky. I'm not very... Oh, man. Let's just... It's a very pretty open system. There's some rigidity to it, but there is a lot of room to build big combos or create resets in other tricky situations. And more Saberwolves. I think it's the same Saberwolf. And what was I going to say? Oh, about combos. And the timing leniency is really big. Like, once you land that first hit, you can just dial in the buttons. It's not like Street Fighter where you have a very tight window to input the next hit. It's just, once you land it, just go nuts. If you want to go nuts. And for the most part, I just keep a general idea of what I want to do, and I go nuts. So, some of my combos end up being very short or very easy to break out of. But it's a learning process. Oh, there we go. That was kind of fluky. I had the opportunity to do something bigger. And now I'm going to pay for it. Oh, no. What else has been going on? I've got this Xbox. Let's talk about more about the system itself. I've got the Kinect. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. We'll talk about the Kinect, and then we'll talk about the price drop and all that stuff. I've got my Kinect hooked up. It it sort of doesn't work in my space. So the Kinect wants to read your body in full, but my man cave here is a little too small for that. So when it asked to read me for its what was it? Oh, the what's it called? Log me in every time it sees me. I just stand up and it reads half my body. But the thing is, I also play at a desk, so I'm never standing in that position when it's looking for me. So, oh, here we go, another ultra combo. So that feature doesn't really work. But I do love the idea of being able to use the voice commands. When they work, they're great, and I can tell my Xbox to, turn on and turn off and all that stuff. I'm trying not to make the Xbox turn on right now, so I don't want to say the magic words. Ooh, 75 hit combo. That's not a good look. But now the Xbox, I mean, it's been getting clobbered in sales worldwide. The PS4 was outselling it 2-1, and they made their biggest course correction yet by removing the Kinect out of the box, so you can get a Kinect-free version for only $399.99, which makes it the same price as the PS4. In the States, in Canada, Sony actually raised the price of the PlayStation 4 due to the weak dollar. So, PlayStation 4 is about $450. If Microsoft is going to stick with the $399, which I imagine they would, they're actually going to be $50 cheaper than the PS4 out here. Which, I mean, Canada is not necessarily the biggest territory for sales, but at least in this market, that's going to be a big difference, and we'll see how much that does make a difference, because I wouldn't be surprised if there were a lot of hardcore players that would have wanted an Xbox One because they love their Xbox 360, but didn't get one because the PS4 is $100 cheaper. Anyway, this Spinal player is giving me the business. This is my first time playing against a Spinal player, so I mean, that's going to be part of the learning process for me in this game, if I'm going to stick with it. Ooh, nice. See there? I dropped that combo. It's okay. Yeah, but does a $399 Xbox One do it for you? Because I guess at that point, they're still the same price, but now you're getting a system that, arguably, from a horsepower perspective, not as powerful as a PS4, but maybe the games are there for you. For me, it was the games. I really like Killer Instinct, and that's a game that I'm probably going to get a lot of mileage from for a long time, or at least the next little while. And Titanfall is a lot of fun, and that we know, at least Titanfall 1 is not coming to the PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 3, so alright. Oh man, I made quite the comeback on that. Oh, come on, I need to finish. Okay, do I get the... Yeah, I get the maximum swag. Oh, double ultra? Double ultra? Yes! Oh, 55. That was probably the biggest combo I've done in this game to date. So right now, I'm playing the game as Jago, basically the Ryu of this game. He's I find very balanced and more of the straightforward guy to learn. He has a fireball, an uppercut, and essentially a hurricane kick, so the parallels there carry over a lot. I find that in most fighting games, I start with whoever is the closest to Ryu, and then evolve from there. So when I was originally learning Killer Instinct on the Super Nintendo, I started with Jago for the exact same reason, and then I moved on to Orchid, because Orchid ended up being my favorite character in this whole series. And I played a little bit of Orchid here. I don't see any Orchids online, though. Maybe that's what I need to do, just to make my own lane. And Fireballs, I don't know, they haven't seemed to work too well. This game is so much just get in your face and land all these huge combos that maybe fireballs aren't as effective. I don't know. I haven't played enough of this game to say one way or another. Uh-oh. Yep. Break that. Love that. Classic tick throw setups. Early on when I was playing this game online and I was scrub level, well, I'm probably still a scrub, but I mean at the lowest ranking, and it was putting me up against the other lowest ranked guys, I was beasting really hard. But the moment I got into this tier of player, it's been mixed. Sometimes I have really great games, and other times I just get stomped out. But that's just part of the learning curve of the whole thing. I'm sure I'll get better. Still got a little bit of time on this video. What else can we talk about? Oh! I was originally saving up some store credit for an Xbox One, and since I got the Xbox as a gift, I ended up just using that store credit on a Mad Catz TE for the Xbox One instead. So instead of spending over $200 on a stick, I got it for $25, and that's pretty awesome. So a lot of the old games that I had here that weren't very good, some backlog games that I knew I would never play, ended up flipping it for that, and I know I'm going to get some great use out of that. Oof. That stick is great. I should have a full review up for that. If not up already, it should be up very soon. And if you've got an Xbox One and you're playing Killer Instinct, it's a great stick. Oh, did I catch him? Yeah, I did. That combo was way too short. It's a shame. I love how on that stick the buttons light up. That's just a cosmetic thing, but probably the biggest update is that you can easily open the casing now. You don't need a special screwdriver to get in there. It's just hinged, so you just hit the button and it pops open. You can easily get at the buttons to modify them or change the art out, or you can also, yeah, tuck the cable in there because the cable is detachable. Oh man, these combos too short. I know what I have to do. I just have to sit in training mode and say, once I land this hit, I'm going to do these strings, because I'm a little too button mashy right now. But I'll get it. Oof. Soon enough. Oof. Okay. I don't remember how this match ends. Well, oh, he's in really rough shape, so I'm guessing I take this. Oh no! And I just gotta land one hit. I love trying to finish guys with ultra combos all the time. There it is. Do I do the double? Oh no, I dropped it. But that's okay. That's still pretty sweet. So that wraps it up for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm going to have more Xbox One stuff coming, PlayStation 4 stuff coming, because there's no more HDCP on that. But in the meantime, we're going to wrap things up for today. So till next time, thank you so much for watching Jett Plays. You can find more of my videos on youtube.com/Jett in third person. You can get some more of my articles and videos on video games, comic books, board games at inthirdperson.com. And on Twitch, you can find me at twitch.tv/Jett in third person. So until next time, thank you for watching, and I hope you come back for the next one.